Want to take a bath? So this building you're looking at is a Japanese onsen, which means hot springs. So inside that building there's a bunch of hot spring baths, and this is called Dogo, this Dogo Onsen. This, I guess, hot spring has been visited since the 6th century, and in this building there's even a separate room for the imperial family. So imagine like the wealthiest, and the celebrities and royals of Japan. This is where they go. Apparently, at some point in time, they had some classic shuttle buses because that's what this is supposed to be, made by Choro-Q. I took Google Translate to this, and that's what told me this is a Dogo Onsen or Dogo Ryokan. So there's a Ryokan is Japanese for a classic traditional Japanese hotel, where they don't have modern beds. They have the tatami mats and like a mattress on the mat on the floor. Well, it's a classic way of sleeping. So that's what ryokans. So Google Translate told me Dogo Ryokan. And so through several minutes of searching online, that's what led me to this photograph. But I couldn't get any images of a bus or a shuttle that looked anything like this. So I'm just going to have to assume that Tomitech got reference photos to something. If you guys know what type of bus this is, or maybe it's a van, please leave a comment. I have a suspicion it's a bus just because of the height of the taillights and stuff. But it's cool looking. It looks very classic. Right, this is the phone number, I guess, for this hotel. The side, although it's really flat here, it is molded. These windows here are molded. They're recessed, and you can feel the ridges for the molding, and some ribs down here as well. I've seen these wheels before, I think. I'll compare it to the bus I think they're shared with. Some sort of protruding side marker. This orange up here and these running lights. Yellow headlights, turn signals. This grille I think is a separate piece, and it's gray and textured. Then we have a license plate number, and again nicely molded details in the windscreen. There's a door on this side of the thing. And then yeah, very classic looking rear end. Reminds me of an old GMC bus. Okay. There's a little exhaust tip here. On the bottom it says HG, so high grade, and it says 04, 2004 was when this toy came out. And then standard construction of a screw and a tab here. Alright. Tires are still pretty soft, rubbery. Well, actually, although they're still rubbery, I kind of got the impression they're a little harder than usual. So it seems like the ChoroQ is experiments with different compounds. That motor's still good to go though. That thing seems like it would go really fast. Alright, so since I don't know what it is, there really isn't much else to talk about, but I can show you some other buses if you're interested in collecting these super deformed things. Yeah, that's too fast. It always starts on the fastest setting. So this other bus must have come from the same either set or series, and because this is an onsen bus also, like it literally looks like two people in hot water, right? And it's got a phone number as well. So I think these are the shared wheels, but these wheels have printing in the middle, but mold wise they seem identical as far as the wheels. But the body of this is much lamer. You see, this is just a perfectly flat body and it's printed graphics. This actually is a molded body with printed, graphics and paint. The front end of this is molded nicely though. This literally looks like a minivan or like a van, whereas that looks more like a commercial sized bus, just based on the fact that it has 4 side windows. Alright, well, anyways, if anyone knows if there was some sort of collection, is there a box set? Am I missing like 4 other moldings or something? Or was there some sort of series that came out? Because I like these classic looking buses, even if it is kind of weak as far as the molded details go. But I would like to get more. Just never seen buses look like this. Alright, let's see what other buses I have here. I have these 2 classic bonnet buses. I think one's an Isuzu and the other is, boy, I forget in my review. Oh, a Hino. But I don't know which is which. Alright. And I guess the last one today is some sort of retro bus at some sort of themed town in Japan. I think it's supposed to look like the Netherlands, if I recall my review. But it's in Japan, so I have these old retro looking shuttles. Okay. So let this guy spin on its own. Now that I think of it, this thing looks like a cartoon. The way the lights are painted yellow like that, just the way everything looks so rounded. It looks like a cartoon bus. Was there possibly some sort of Japanese cartoon franchise that this might be from? I'm not sure. Okay, well, speaking of cartoons, I guess we should have a character up here. Today we have Han Solo from Solo, the movie. And that's a Bandai Gashapon. So I appreciate you guys watching again. If I can find some other castings from ChoroQ of buses or cars or really anything, I will get them. So stay tuned. Take care.